You're probably going to want to check every nook and cranny of your pad after watching this video because sometimes you don't need to leave your house to go on an adventure apparently. Today I'm taking you on a journey to some real life secret rooms people discovered in their homes. Any of you ever found a secret spot you didn't know about in the place you were living? Share your stories in the comments. I'm your host James, and these are the top 10 scary hidden rooms people found in their homes. We're starting off the list with Booby Traps. When Matt Feeney bought an old home in Denver, Colorado, he ended up making a pretty startling discovery. While renovating, Matt smelled what seemed to be matches being lit. He had been knocking down some of the walls and found a series of matches placed one after the other, forming kind of a fuse. The new homeowner soon discovered that the first owners of the home are the Smaldone family, a notorious crime family that was pretty infamous in the Colorado area. He also found a hidden chamber in the basement, which led to a small dugout room where many believe the crime family hid things. As to what those things were, we can only guess, but probably nothing good. Number 9, under the stairs. A couple years ago, a Redditor by the name of Perspicum posted a photo with a caption reading, "The new house my parents bought has a secret room under the stairs. As cool as this is, I would probably arm myself before going down there." But yes, I definitely would. This image really invokes a lot of creepy images in my head though. Anytime there's a hidden room, there's two obvious questions that come to all our minds. One, what's down there? Of course, that's a pretty obvious one. And two, why would this room be hidden? As soon as I saw this image, I was immediately reminded of the Wes Craven movie, The People Under the Stairs. Creepy movie, creepy picture, scares all around. Mold. In 2005, Jason and Carrie Brown purchased a new home, and as they were doing renovations, they discovered a room behind a bookshelf that was kind of built into the wall and actually swung out, kind of like a door. They never knew this room existed, and inside of it they found a note that read, "Hey, if you're reading this, then you found the secret room." The letter was written by the previous homeowner, who went on to explain that they had moved out of the house due to having a mold problem, and that had made their children actually sick, forcing them to move out. Of course, the new owners were pretty alarmed and ended up suing the real estate agent who sold them the home, which was definitely warranted. But I gotta say, kinda not cool for the previous owner to hide information like that in a secret room. What if they never found it? Why play games like that? You know what I'd do in this situation? I'd write that same letter and then I'd just send it in the mail. That way I'd know they'd get it, instead of being like, no, they must find the secret room behind the magic bookshelf in order to protect themselves from the poisonous mold. What is this guy? Like, what is he? Is it the Riddler or something? Just tell them that information. It's not the kind of thing you want to hide. Anyway, number 7. In a series of videos originally shared on TikTok, a young couple had just purchased a 130-year-old home before receiving a letter written by someone who had grown up in the home, referring to themselves as the last surviving member of the Madison family. The letter detailed a series of hidden rooms and compartments all throughout the house, which the couple started going on a scavenger hunt to find. Just imagine how fun that would be. First of all, just buying a house would be great, right? Then discovering you have a bunch of secret rooms all over the place. Sign me up. Anyway, the couple found a cabinet with a bunch of vintage liquor bottles, still full, mind you. There was a hidden space behind some panels in the bathroom. There had also been some antique furniture left behind, including a music box that played a decidedly eerie tune. Definitely the type of house that would be haunted if that's the sort of thing you believe in. Not something I really believe in myself, but I'd probably be a little freaked out roaming around that house alone at night. It kind of looks like the house from Hellraiser a little bit. A couple had just purchased a home in Logan, Utah. One day, they made a pretty eerie discovery. The mother had tried to move a bookcase, but discovered it was secured on. When she finally managed to move it though, it revealed a room that hadn't been mentioned in the listing for the home. I don't know why all these secret rooms are hidden behind bookshelves, but apparently that's the deal. It was this dingy room with nothing but a fold-out chair and ladder sitting in the middle and various objects that I can't quite make out, but it definitely doesn't look like a very friendly place. A lot of people have stated this kind of looked like maybe a torture room. I'd be pretty stoked to find out if there was an extra room in my house house, even if it was a torture room, especially if I just bought the house, I'd be feeling like I got a bit of a deal. Even if there were some, missing folks in the neighborhood that met their end in said room, gotta make the best of everything in life, right? I'd make good use of it. Throw out the old chair, first of all, just get rid of anything in that room. Who knows who sat on that thing, and then put up some lights in there, have a hidden party room or something. Number 5. Stroller. 5 years ago, a Redditor named J.K. Main shared a photo of what they saw when they opened up their attic for the first time. Simply writing, "I should never have opened the attic. All you see is a dark, cramped attic space with nothing but this lonely old stroller." So sure, this is what happens. Someone had a stroller, baby grew up, they didn't need it anymore, into the attic it goes. The stroller, not the baby. But then again, we don't have any more pictures, so maybe there was a little skeleton in that stroller. We'll never know. There's something about attics and basements that just creeps us all out though, doesn't it? And it's hard not to look at this image without feeling a little pang of uneasiness. It's an old-timey looking stroller too that really reminds me of something you'd see in an old gothic horror movie or something, and you also can't help but wonder what is in that stroller. Probably nothing, but I mean, you never know. Imagine seeing this in your attic and then one night you're lying in bed and you hear the sound of squeaky wheels slowly rolling about above the ceiling, accompanied by the faint sound of a child's laughter. Number 4, bunker bugs. A Redditor by the name of Colombian Thunder posted an image captioned, "Found out the house we are living in has a bunker below. I managed to squeeze my phone in one of the cracks of the door to take this creepy picture." And this is what his phone captured. So yeah, pretty vomit inducing. This picture is just a nice reminder that despite how critter-free we try to make our living spaces, as much as we try to forget that they even exist, it's all just an illusion, baby. There are thousands and thousands of insects all around us at all times. Just too many insects, and we all know it. We just don't like thinking about it. Imagine going to bed at night knowing all these crickets are scuttling around under you. I actually kind of like crickets generally. I think they're oddly cute in a way, but these look like a different kind of cricket. They almost look like a cross between a spider and a cricket. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure some bug or insect fanatic knows exactly what these are, but just the sheer amount of them too. I mean, just stare at this image and try not to squirm a little bit. You can almost feel them crawling under your skin. Number 3, the bed. This next story comes to us from Stephen and Carolyn Sparks, who found a secret room behind the bathroom wall in the basement of their recently purchased home in East Sussex. And it looks like a room you'd see in a Saw movie. It's terrifying, just real nasty looking. In this dingy room, they discovered nothing but a pile of boxes in the corner and this incredibly comfortable looking iron bed frame. What a cozy looking room. It must have been nice for Stephen to know he got into a bad argument with his wife one night. He could just pop down to the basement and curl up there for the night. The bed takes up the whole width of the room, so does not look comfortable at all. I was being sarcastic in case you didn't realize. This would be just a claustrophobic nightmare. As to what went on in this room, who knows? Like I said, the room was hidden behind the wall in their basement bathroom, so I don't know. I don't think anything was good happening back there. I'm imagining someone was in that room who didn't want to be, though, because look at it. Who in their right mind would want to be there? Duct tape as many Pixar movie posters in there as you want. Try and make it as friendly and inviting as possible. This place still looks like a scene at a hostel. So, moving on. Number 2, Ohio. Oh boy. Yeah, this one comes to us from Ohio, the land of the strange. Students of Ohio State University, renting a home just off campus, had started joking around with each other that there was a ghost in their home when they began discovering some of their cupboards and even their microwave and oven were being left open. One day they decided to explore their basement, where they happened across a locked door. A door which they had believed led to a simple utility closet. But once they opened it, they discovered something much worse than junk. It was a room full of someone's stuff. A surprise roommate, if you will, which is never a pleasant surprise. I think most of us like knowing exactly how many and who our roommates are, but that's just me, maybe. Found framed photos, textbooks, a bed, whole 9 yards. A guy was living there. Apparently he didn't turn out to be dangerous, but it looks to me like he didn't turn out to be all that smart either. If you're gonna be squatting in someone else's home, take notes here. Maybe, and this is just my opinion, but you might want to close the cupboards when you're done rooting through them. And the microwave too. You can't even close the microwave? Are you an animal? Yeah, anyway, it just helps prevent suspicion when you leave things the way you found them, you know? And coming in at number 1 is Crawlspace. In 2014, a fellow on Reddit going by the name of Lumberjack found a mysterious crawl space in the basement of his new home, which contained some pretty harrowing stuff. It all started when he found a movable panel in his basement. When he opened it up, he found a crawl space, and in that crawl space was a black door sealed with a combination lock. One of the strangest things about this door was that it had an air vent on it, as if it had been made to keep someone trapped inside. When Lumberjack finally managed to get the lock open, he discovered a small soundproof room lined with plastic sheeting. He also found a briefcase and a safe. Inside of the safe, he found several VHS tapes. A message was also written on the inside lid of the safe that simply read, "Do not." That was it. Lumberjack went to the police with all of this and was apparently told to take down the pictures he shared on Reddit. We also don't know what was on those tapes till this very day, and maybe it's better that we don't. With all that said though, I have been your host James, and I will catch you, yes, you specifically, in the next video.